Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I'm taking you thrifting with me around 5 charity shops in Sheffield. Then in the second part of the video, I'll show you everything that I bought from these shops, plus a few other pieces. If you are new here, hi, I'm Angela and I'm a vintage seller. I hunt for vintage things all the time at charity shops, car boot sales, everywhere I can find them, and then I resell them on my website. If you are interested in anything that you will see in this video, my website will be linked in the description down below, as well as all the individual links. The first shop where I went is called the Secondhand Superstore, and it is indeed a little larger than how normal charity shops are here in England. I liked this butter dish, but it had two big chips, so I decided to leave it behind. This shop has quite a lot of stuff, but as you will see, they are not all in good condition, or they are just not very nice.
Chemicals that take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun. As she puts her hand in mine, we wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky just to.
What do you think of this Cornish ware piece? I know that they are highly collectible, but I don't think this one was worth a lot. It had some crazing on the bottom, some staining, and I think it was supposed to have a lid as well, and it was £9.50. Do you think I should have bought it? This store also has a room for furniture, and even if I'm not interested in furniture, I still like to have a look in this room because sometimes they have nice art displayed here, or mirrors, or some nice pieces of pottery, like this spode coffee pot. This one was £9.50 and I left it behind though, but I really liked it.
As the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild.
I think I should have bought this original painting. It was beautiful and it was just £10. Oh, they have two goats outside as well, but they are not for sale.
We're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight
I can't believe I didn't buy these two plates by Spode. They are really valuable and I will definitely go back tomorrow and hopefully they'll still be there. At this point I had very little battery left and I was on airplane mode, and that's why I didn't do any research when I was in the store. But now I looked them up on Google and they are quite valuable. What do you think of these Jasperware pieces? Would you have bought any of them? I didn't buy any and now I'm wondering if maybe I should have. I'm wondering if I should have bought this friendly village bowl made by Johnson Brothers. I know that some people collect them, but I've had the plate before and it took a lot of time to sell and it wasn't too expensive either. So that's why I left it behind. So on Tuesday, I bought a lot from an auction and I came to collect it today. And I'm super excited to see them in real life because I paid for this lot more than I normally like to pay. I hope they will be in good condition.
Right, this is for you.
Thank you.
So
Everything's
we
here.
did that all over there. Can you lift to the car?
So here's my haul. First, I will show you the things that I bought from those charity shops. Then I have a few more other things that I bought from different charity shops when I was running errands and such. And at the end, I will show you what I bought from that auction. So from the first shop, I only bought one thing, and it's this beautiful jug. Look at how beautiful this pattern is, and these embossed details and the shape of the handle and everything about it. It's just so sweet. Based on the style, I think it's from the Victorian era. It's not marked, and it has a little chip here at the handle. I hope you can see, and a little crack. I don't know if you can see it here. It was only £1 and I thought it was too pretty to leave behind. From the second shop, I bought this bowl. It's so pretty. This wreath here is raised and it looks hand painted, and I couldn't find any information about it online. Based on the style, I would say it's Italian, but it's not marked, so I can't tell for sure. I found some similar designs on AliExpress and Shein, but we know that these companies, they just steal designs from other makers and they reproduce them. So I'm not sure if this reproduction or an authentic Italian piece. So because I don't know for sure, I won't list it for sale. I will keep it for myself. It was £3 and I think it will make a perfect salad bowl or popcorn bowl. What do you think of it? If you know anything about this, please let me know in the comments. From the same shop, I bought this tiny pod vase by Wedgwood. It's the same pattern that I showed you in my previous video. It's called Angela and it's so nice. It was only £1 and that's why I bought it. I normally don't pick up things that are so tiny, even if they are by a popular maker or a popular pattern, because they are not worth a lot usually. But I thought this one was too adorable to leave behind. What do you think of it? From the same shop, I bought 3 beautiful books. They always have amazing books at great prices. They were £1 each. One of them is about trees and shrubs, and the illustrations are like this. It's very informative as well. They are so pretty. And this one is from 1985, I think. Let me check. 1986. And without the dust cover, it looks like this. So pretty, isn't it? Then there's this one about birds. It's called Birds of Town and Village. And it says, foreword by the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. And I was curious to see what he said. So here is his message, and it says like this: I find books about birds almost impossible to resist. The combination of an entertaining and informative text with excellent reproductions of the artist's extremely accurate and attractive pictures makes this book quite irresistible. Watching, recognizing, and listening to birds adds a whole new dimension to the enjoyment of life, and this book, which concentrates on the birds most likely to be seen and heard near houses, should be a most useful starting point for many people as yet only vaguely aware of the grace and beauty of birds. And it has the signature at the bottom. And the illustrations are just so beautiful. Here is an example. They are all on this brownish, light brown background. Here's another one. Look at this one. So beautiful. You know, I have a weakness for books illustrated in this style. And on the back, it has some information about the author and about the artist. The artist is Basil Ed or Eddie. I will put it on the screen because I don't know how it's pronounced. And the other book is also about birds, and it has the same artist's illustrations. It's called Basil Eddy's Birds. 70 beautiful plates show the birds through the seasons. And I spotted one with a robin, and I could frame that one. Let me find it so that I can show you, because I was so... Oh, look. Isn't it just so beautiful? And all of them are lovely. This one, it's a green woodpecker. And some of them are smaller like this. Others are on the full page like this. Look at this one. Is this a kingfisher? Yeah. And it's also informative, but I buy these books based on the illustrations. And as I said, all the books were £1 each, and I think that's amazing because they are beautiful. Then from a different shop, I bought this beautiful mug with oranges and orange blossom. It has something inside as well. And on the bottom, it says John Sinclair, Sheffield and Bakewell, Bone China. So yeah, I like that it's by a local maker because I live in Sheffield. And I don't know if I will list it for sale because mugs are not usually worth a lot, but I thought it would be nice even for myself for summer. I love this pattern. Maybe I will list it for sale eventually, I don't know. Oh, and I paid 50p for it. And from the same shop I bought this book. This one was also 50p. The dust jacket is very tired and ripped. But I thought it was very charming. It has this message inside. It says, "To Flossie and Ken with best wishes for your happiness from Grandma, December 27, 1941. And I think it's just so nice. And it's with songs of praise. So I think that's rather religious. But I love these pages with this musical, I don't know how to call them because I don't know anything about music, but I think they would make a lovely decorative piece in a vignette, open like this or on a shelf, and it's just nice. Or maybe if you know how to sing, you can actually use it. And in it, there was also this piece of paper with a poem, which is called The Look of Love. So I didn't look it up on Google to see if it's an actual poem by a recognized author or it's something more personal that maybe the owner of this book received from someone. I just thought it was a lovely touch, and I will make sure to send it with the book when it sells. From a different shop, I bought this rose bowl, and I've never seen anything like this. So it has this metal mesh like they normally have, and it also has this thing. I don't know if it came with it originally or if the owner just added it afterwards, but I think it's quite useful because if you want to put flowers in it and you only have a few and the opening is too large, then you put this and you make the opening smaller. So I don't know, maybe you can use this one or you can use or you can use this one. I would use this one, but I think I will include the other piece as well in the listing just in case. And it's made by Thomas Webb. It says so on the bottom, and it's made of lead crystal, and I like that it's quite deep. It's deeper than these rose bowls usually are, and I think it's perfect for flowers with longer stems. What do you think of it? It was £3. Another thing that I bought is this lovely plate. It has the wall hanging system. It's quite dusty, ignore that. I haven't cleaned it yet. This one was £2 and it was made by Johnson Brothers. These items were made between 1950s and 1970s, and this pattern is called Wild Turkey. I thought it would make a lovely decoration for Thanksgiving. What do you think? That was everything that I bought from the shops that you saw in the footage, but then when I was out and about, I managed to thrift a few more things. One of them is this lovely plate. It's for eggs. It has 10 of these compartments, and it has two cute hens, which are actually salt and pepper shakers, and they look like they haven't been used. It's not marked, but based on the style, they look Italian. I paid £4 for this, and I thought it would be lovely for Easter. I also found this little statue of Persephone, and it's made of alabaster powder in Greece. So when you see these white statues and it says made of alabaster, don't think that they are carved in the actual alabaster stone. They are made of alabaster, but in a different technique. They grind the alabaster stone and they make this fine powder, and then they mix it with some resin as a liant, and then they use molds for these statues. They are still very beautiful, and I love white decorations around the house because they don't add that much to the visual clutter, but they still add some interest. And I paid £3 for it, and I thought it was a good price. Another thing that I bought is this Wade turtle box, and it's so nice. Wade did some great quality pieces, and this was actually found by my daughter when we were in the shop and we were looking around. She came to me with this one and she said, "Mom, look, this is so good." And I was like, you know what, you're right. And it was £3, not very cheap, but not too expensive either. And she was very happy that she found something good. And I also have this beautiful jewelry box. It's very ornate and very pretty. I don't know if this is silver plate or anything like this. It's lined with some velvet fabric inside, and it was £4. This was bought by my mom. What do you think of it? I think it's very, very pretty. Now it's time to show you what I bought from the auction. So I only bought one lot, and I paid, in total it came to £110. This is quite a lot because if you know me, I don't like to pay a lot for a single lot, but this lot had more items in it, and what I wanted the most were the dogs. Let me show you the dogs. So it was this pair of dogs, and it's another pair, a smaller one as well. On Sunday, I'm taking part in an online fair on Instagram, and as always, I'm trying to do like a flat lay and have some beautiful things in it, and I didn't know what to have for this fair. And when I saw this bundle at the auction, I thought that I needed the dogs for the fair on Sunday. So that means that they won't be available on the website when you're watching this video on Friday, but they will be on Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time. This was the second pair of dogs. They are smaller and they are with white and gold, and I think they are very pretty. When I bid for that lot, I had no idea that the other items in the box would actually be more valuable than the dogs. But I did some research on the other pieces and I'm so impressed with what I found. So this vase is an old example of Noritake, Japan. It doesn't say so on the bottom, it just says hand painted, and it has that wreath with an M in the middle. The M stands for Morimura brothers, which are the brothers who actually founded the Noritake company. And under it is the word Nippon, which as far as I know it means Japan in Japanese. And this mark was introduced in 1911, and the word Nippon was allowed only until 1921. After that, they had to use Japan or made in Japan. So this means that this vase was made between 1911 and 1921, which is over 100 years old. And it's hand painted. And look at the details. And these gold details are in relief. And here at the rim as well, and on the sides. It's such a beautiful and rare piece. I couldn't find another one like this online, not even a similar one. So I think it's, I don't know how to price it. I don't want to overprice, but I also would like to honor it, and because it's a valuable piece and it would be a shame to sell it for very little. Then there's this large urn. Look at this size. And it has a beautiful floral pattern, and the lid has a food dog, which is like a Chinese, I don't know, protector lion, something like that. And it says on the bottom, made for Royal Sphinx, Holland, by Boch. So Boch was a pottery in Belgium, and they made these pieces for a company in Holland. This one is also quite valuable. Initially, I was thinking that I would have this one at the fair as well with the dogs, because it's the same color scheme with blue and white, and I tend to color coordinate the flat lace that I do for the fairs. But I don't know, I wouldn't want to have very expensive things at the fair. I try to curate pieces that are more affordable. I don't know, I will have to decide on that. So it will be on the website either on Friday or on Sunday. There's also this beautiful wall plate. It has this thing, you can hang it on the wall, and it was made in Spain, Sevilla. And if you look at the glaze, it looks like it's in relief. This technique was invented in Sevilla, and it's called dry rope, and it's quite unique and very beautiful, and it's so colorful as well, and the gilt on the edge is real gold. In this lot was also this glass sculpture with an eagle. It's so heavy and thick. It was made in Sweden. The maker was Royal Krona, and this company was later taken over by Costa Bora, which is a very popular glass company. And the designer of this piece was called Mats Jonasson, something like this. And it's actually signed on the bottom. So this one can be also very valuable. There are also these two vases, which are very, very beautiful, and they are marked France on the bottom. And I looked it up, and it's a company founded in 2001. So they are not very old, but they are very, very beautiful. They are made in China, and I know this is a bit off-putting, but they are actually very good quality, and they got a lot of awards for their designs and quality. They are made of the finest Chinese clay and glaze, and designed by very talented artisans. So I think they can be sold for decent prices. This one has a small crack here. I don't think you can see it, but it's there, and I don't know if it was there before I bought it or I caused it. I hope it wasn't me. And speaking of Chinese porcelain, did you know that they were actually more desirable than the English ones in the 1800s? And the last pieces in this lot are these two small bud vases, and they are so unique in shape. My youngest daughter, when she saw them, she said, "Oh, they are shaped like onions." She's right, and the colors are right as well. They have like a design on them, is different on each one, and they have some numbers embossed on the bottom, which makes me think that they were collectible, but I can't find anything about them online. So please let me know if you know the maker of these pieces. I think that based on the style, they are from the early 1900s, but I'm not sure. The numbers on the bottom are 5705. So usually the numbers on the bottom tells us something about the year when they were made. So maybe they are from 1905, but I can't tell for sure without knowing the maker. I was only able to find one of these online, and it was priced at £35. And they also didn't mention the maker, so I think that seller also didn't know who the maker is. So this was my haul for you today. Please let me know what you think of these things. If you have a favorite one, I always appreciate your feedback. And speaking of feedback, thank you so much for the comments that you left on my previous video when I was asking you what you thought of me stopping making the what sold videos. All your comments were so nice and kind, and they made me really happy. So I will definitely continue showing you what sold. but maybe I will change the format a little bit. Maybe I will combine the what sold part with a small haul, or I don't know, a DIY project. I don't know yet, but it's not that I care that much about the views that I get on those videos, because I don't put a lot of effort into making those videos. It doesn't take me much to film those bits and show you, but what I worry about is that I may hurt my channel. I don't know what the algorithm thinks of this fluctuation in views, because maybe at a video that I post on Friday I get 2,000 views, and then on Monday I get 500 views, and then on Friday again a few thousands, and then again on Monday a few hundreds. So it's a big discrepancy. So I don't know if this hurts my channel or not. This is the only thing that I worry about. Not that I don't enjoy making those videos or that I think that they deserve more views, because I know that they only are interesting for a special category of people, which are resellers or people who are thinking of reselling. And yeah, it's not something that a lot of people want to see. Anyway, I don't know when I will be able to implement some changes, if there will be any. Thank you so much for being this amazing community. I'm so grateful for you. That's it for today. Please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my future uploads. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!